All right, it's a big group. This is pretty awesome. So while we're waiting for Chris to join us, I'll just introduce myself and go over how this kind of works. Well, first off, welcome to Howard Hanna Fast Start. My name is Kate LeSueur, and I'm wearing many hats these days, but I'm the Director of Education for the Midwest, and currently working on a fun platform for all of you for our new Hanna University. Actually, this is my soft sell. I'm making it my background for all of my Zoom, so you guys are like getting excited for it. So how Fast Start works, basically it's 10 days, all right? And today, day 1 is this is a regional day, and then day 10 is a regional day. So how many of you are from Ohio? Just raise your hand. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Let's ask a much easier question. How many of you are from Michigan? Okay, so Michigan folks, you don't need to listen to this next spiel at all right? So for Ohio people, did your manager mention anything about the 20-hour post-licensing requirement? All right, it is by far the most complicated part of the licensing process, so I'm going to explain it for those of you who might not know how this works. Within your first year of being licensed, you have to take a class called the 20-hour post-licensing class. The first question I get is, so I have to take 20 hours of CE? No, it is an actual class called 20-hour, which is a very annoying way to think of it because it confuses everyone. And you actually have to take, so it's like 1 hour of agency, 1 hour of fair housing, 1 hour of commercial real estate, 1 hour property management. So how Fast Start works is we actually have embedded the first 10 hours of your 20-hour requirement in this session. So that's why I'm going to sound like a pain in the butt when I say we'll need your cameras on. We'll periodically take like little polling questions. So if the state ever audits us for attendance, we'll know that you were on. And those questions are not like right or wrong. It's like, do you like coffee or tea? So they're very simple. We just need to know that you're breathing over there. All right. So what you'll do after Fast Start is there are 2 days after Fast Start called post licensing, day 1 and day 2. And those are just the last couple days that the last couple hours that you'll need. Once you finish 20-hour, you're going to get a certificate. So you will not receive anything from me after Fast Start. It's only after you finish the 20-hour. If you've signed up with like an online course for your 20-hour or Hondros or whatever it is, then you're more than welcome to join us on these courses, but it's not required. The last thing about your post-licensing and your CE credit. So I'm sure you guys all remember from the test, you are required for 30 hours every 3 years of having your license, right? The 20 hours is totally different. That does not count towards the 3 hours. There's nothing in the 20 hours that goes towards your required 30 hours of CE. So if my birthday is May 24th and I get my license on May 23rd, that means that on the next day I'm paying to renew, but I don't have to complete my hours. I have to complete my 20-hour post-licensing before May 23rd the following year, and then my 3-year cycle would start. So the only time your license date matters is this first year, and then it's your birthday, all right? It's a very annoying, complicated process. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. It's just katelesur@howardhanna.com. But we offer it for free at Howard Hanna. So for those of you that want to make sure you stay on top of your license, you're going to want to take those classes with us after the end of Fast Start. Let me just check if Chris has joined us yet. Okay. The other thing I want to mention to everyone is you will receive an email from me at the end of this class, and it's going to have an ebook, a Fast Start ebook on it. And I'm going to pull this up really quick for you all.
Kate, real quick, what are the hours for the post 2 day?
It will be, it's a great question. It will be from, hold on. Before I pretend I know, let me just check on my calendar.
Thank you.
It's April 26th and April 29th. And the 26th is a full day. It's going to be 9:30 to 3:30. And the 29th is a half day. It's from 9:30 to, I think we say 1, but you're done before that.
Thank you.
All right, so okay, so you're gonna get an email with this ebook, and each day is gonna have some kind of, I guess, little help guides, but there's like a little checklist for you. And this is, you can download this and it's actually available for you to fill out. So it is a fillable PDF. You can talk to your manager about it, different things that we suggest you do, meet with your mortgage loan officer. You're going to meet with Jim Axner after Chris's presentation. A lot of our MarTech tools, the question we get all the time, MarTech is marketing technology differentiators. So this, it's about 47 pages, but there is a lot of great stuff on here. It will be sent out along with a calendar of other PDF or of a calendar of Fast Start for you guys to register for other days. All right, any questions about post-licensing, the Fast Start ebook, or the calendar? So one thing that you should know, Mondays, with the exception of day 1, Mondays will always be in the afternoon. We know that Monday mornings are pretty tough. So this is the only time I'm going to make you wake up really early. Mondays will always start at 12:30 moving forward, and Thursdays are going to be the morning days. So it's Monday afternoons, Thursday mornings. All right. Hey, Chris.
Good morning, everybody.
Chris, I just finished my whole spiel about post-licensing. So I guess, and I'm trying to do a nice soft sell on my Hanna University. I've changed my background for every meeting now. So there it
look
is.
at you. There you are. Yeah, I love your background.
But I'll introduce Chris. Oh, you know what? I should mention one last thing. So besides the regional days being day 1 and day 10, days 2 through 9, we're actually going to be joining the entire company Fast Start. Individuals. So we'll have from Pennsylvania, from New York, from our Southeast region. And I'm going to challenge you all to just find someone in each region to really get to know and introduce yourself with, because referrals are going to be the best source of business you can think of. So when you have someone that wants to move to Virginia Beach and they're up here in Ohio, you're going to be able to refer them to someone at Howard Hanna, and you'll get a nice little referral fee for that. So you will meet all of them on Thursday. That being said, I'm going to introduce Chris Burdick. She is the president of the Midwest region. So that's Ohio and Michigan. For you Ohio folks, she's actually she's on the commission of real estate for the state of Ohio. So she is a very important person, and you always want to be on her good side. All right. So Chris, I'll let you just introduce yourself quick while I get the PowerPoint up for you.
Okay, great. Well, good morning, everybody. How many people do we have on here, Kate?
42.
Great. I'm really pleased to be with you this morning. We're going to talk about the Hanna Advantage and just go through a few slides with you on that. And then I know, like Kate said, Jim Axner is going to be joining us later after my presentation. Anyways, I just I'm so glad to be with you all this morning. I can't wait to hopefully meet you in person. We usually go around the room and talk about what offices we're coming from. I know it's a big group, so we'll probably skip that today. But again, I'm Chris Burdick. I handle the Midwest market for Howard Hanna. I've been a licensed realtor for over 27 years, probably almost 30 years. I've been a licensed broker for over 15 years. So I've got a lot of experience in real estate. I originally started in the Akron office and as a sales associate. Then I became the manager of that office, then moved into different regions within the company. And so I've been with the company a little over 16 years, actually. So I'm glad you've made the decision to join the real estate industry. It's a dynamic industry. It's one that is you can have great success in. It's a real fulfilling industry. I always thought it was great to help families find their homes. First-time home buyers, families, all people from all walks of life looking for their first home, their second home, their third home, their vacation home. Anyways, it's a really dynamic industry and one that I think you'll all do great in. Kate's done a great job in putting Fast Start together, and as a group, you'll be meeting Fast Start people sales associates from other regions. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started and talk a little bit about the Hanna Advantage, which Howard Hanna has been around since 1957. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Kate, you want to advance the slide? So the objectives today are, at the end of the class, you should be able to describe the history of Howard Hanna Real Estate Services and how our exclusive programs, partnerships, and differentiators illustrate our real estate philosophy. You should be able to list the Hanna tools available to you and where you're able to access them, which there are a lot of them. And as the first day here, we don't expect you to know everything about all of them, but you'll be able to hear a little bit about them. You'll be able to explain the one-stop shopping, which is a full-service business practices available to our clients. And as you see on the screen, it says, why choose Howard Hanna? Reason number one, a place to thrive. Discover what our sales associates already know. Howard Hanna gives entrepreneurs a place to thrive. It's an environment of vast support services, extensive resources, and incredible brand power. So as I mentioned earlier, Howard Hanna was founded in 1957 as the Howard Hanna Company by Howard Hanna Jr. and Anne Freivogel Hanna. Howard Hanna Real Estate Services began with a single office in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Three of the Hanna's children, Howard, who is also known as Hattie Hanna, Annie Hanna Sestra, and Helen Hanna Casey, continue the family tradition of leadership throughout the company. They, along with the third generation of the Hanna family, provide leadership in all divisions of the Howard Hanna Company business. And when I talk about the Hanna's children, Hattie, Annie, and Helen, you'll get to meet all of them. And they're around and in and out of all of our offices all the time. Well, they were pre-COVID, but they'll be around more, and you never know when they'll just pop in your office. And so they're very, very hands-on. Although they live in Pennsylvania, they're here all the time. So you'll be meeting them for sure. So this is Howard Hanna Jr., and he's also known as Bop. So when you see that we have the Bop Shop and things like that, his grandchildren call him Bop Bop. So that's how Bop came around. So he's a legend. This legend in the real estate industry. He founded the company in 1957 in Pittsburgh, as I said, after serving as an American liaison officer with the British Army in India during World War II. Mr. Hanna and his late wife, Anne Freivogel Hanna, began the company with a modest dividend check in the Shadyside neighborhood of Pittsburgh. And Helen Hanna Casey, we have a quote from her: "Our father's accomplishments and what he built are really the backbone of what the Howard Hanna brand means today. He was always forward-thinking, always able to anticipate where the real estate world would go, and that's the way we've always been pioneers in a sense. Buyers and sellers recognize Howard Hanna's ability to break new ground while maintaining a foundation of personal connection." And Mr. Hanna he's over 100 now. He's still alive, and he's always, when we had on-site awards events and things, he would always come through, and they would bring him to the event, and he's around. So I'm sure if the situation permits, you'll actually get to see him in person. And he's a brilliant guy. So let's talk about our mission, vision, and values. So about 15 years ago, there was a group of people, there was a task force put together a mission, vision, and value statement. Well, about a year and a half ago, to almost 2 years ago, a task force was put together to revamp it and make it a little more, talk about our mission and vision in a little bit of a different way. So this is a fairly new mission, vision, and value statement. So basically our mission, we are a family-owned, and there you can see the family-owned, full-service real estate company committed to professionalism for our colleagues, our clients, and our communities. We are inspired every day to bring solutions to navigate the complex real estate transaction, built on a tradition of excellence. So with that photo there, you can see from left to right, there's Hattie Hanna, there's Kelly Hanna Riley, Annie Hanna Engel, Duffy Hanna, Annie Hanna Sestra, Hobie Hanna, Helen Hanna Casey, Dennis Sestra Jr., and Dennis Sestra. So that's some of the family. There's more family too, but that's the ones you'll see a lot. So
Chris, I just like to give my little tip here. So there's Howard Hanna, and then there's Hattie, and then there's Hobie. And if you have trouble remembering all of they're all Howards. But I always think of Howard, or I think of Hottie, D as in dad, and Hobie, B as in boy. So there's the Howard, and then there's the dad Hottie, and then the boy Hobie. But Hobie is in our area, so I mean, his office is 10 feet from Chris, so he's around a lot in the Midwest.
Right, right. That's a good way to remember him, Kate. I never even thought about that.
That's Kathy LeSueur telling me, because when I got the job, she's like, you got to remember who they all are.
Because they remember everybody's name for sure. So our vision statement, transforming the real estate experience with visionary people, products, and services. And we also, you'll learn more about this, but we also have what we call the Green Penguin, and Kate has in here, be a Green Penguin. We have the Green Penguin Awards for customer service, quality service, and you'll be learning more about that. So our values, integrity, and we consider, once you put these all together, the integrity and our pride, our enthusiasm, our diversity, our stability, our caring, and our growth equals making a difference in people's lives. And again, like I said, there was a task force that was put together, and it wasn't just the Hannas. It was a pretty diverse group of people from all departments, sales associates, and everything within our company that built this mission, vision, and value statement. So here's a little map of where we are. So Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, everything in green is where we have offices. So we have over 11,000 sales associates and staff. We have 312 offices. We are in 9 states, and we continue to grow. And you can see we grow within our footprint. We like to grow within states that are we touch other states, and you can see that we've grown quite a bit. So we also have we have Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. We have Allen Tate Realtors, which is in the South. And then most recently, we have we have a partnership with Howard Hanna Rand Realty. Then that's up in New York and New Jersey.
Chris, I think I just added the one from, yep. So this is the one we just
right.
picked up. What's the
Plather.
broker? There it is.
Yeah, Howard Hanna, it's Plather Realty. It's in the, well, no, there's the other one too, in Virginia. Roy, we'll have to write that.
Roy Wheeler.
Yeah. So we
excuse me. This one doesn't have the Indiana, but we just got an email with how we just continue to grow. I mean, yeah, there's always something happening.
Right. So 2020 was a record year. Hard to believe it, with COVID and the pandemic and everything. We weren't sure where we were headed about a year ago at this time, but we navigated through it, and we actually had an unbelievable year in real estate. So we are the #1 family-owned United States real estate company, and we are the 4th largest real estate company. And that is quite a remarkable tribute to us, because we are not a franchise. We are family-owned, and we're not like some of our competitors that are franchises and they're owned by different people. And we are the 4th largest in the United States, and that's unbelievable. So like I said, 2020 was a record year. The Midwest region, our closed volume was nearly 7.3 billion. And that's closed sales volume of homes that we sold. Our closed units were more than 32,000. We sold more than 32,000 homes in the Midwest, and our average sales price went up, continues to go up, and the average sales price for 2020 went up to 6.8%. So again, it's a good time for a seller, and so we're trying to build our inventory up. That's been our biggest challenge right now, is we've got a lot of buyers out there, and we need houses to sell. So as you go through your Fast Start class, take some notes on how to go get listings, because we need them, and there are tons of buyers out there. Let's talk a little bit about philanthropy. So we've got our Coats for Kids, our scholarship, and our Children's Free Care Fund. So the Howard Hanna family, our sales associates and employees, are committed to supporting the communities we serve. So established in the Coats for Kids, since 1981, our Howard Hanna Northeastern Ohio offices have raised more than $3.25 million and donated 500,000 plus coats to children in need. And that's a campaign that we kick off obviously in the fall and winter months, and we just wrapped it up. And we have different drop-off spots for the Coats for Kids campaigns in our offices. We also have 3 endowed scholarships that were established in 2014 and 2015 at the University of Pittsburgh and John Carroll University here in Ohio. So again, we have 3 endowed scholarships. And I want to talk a little bit about the Children's Free Care Fund, which was established in 1988. And the Free Care Fund has raised more than $15 million for hospitalized children and their families in every region we serve. And it's not just, it also provides in some markets, like a market here in Cleveland, we provide one of the mobile units to go out into the communities. We provide the funds for them to be able to send their mobile units out into the communities to help children who can't get to a medical resource if they need it. And actually this week, we will be presenting checks to 3 different hospitals with the monies that we raised from the Children's Free Care Fund. And last year, obviously, because of the pandemic, it was a little bit different, and it might change up this year, but we had pretty much virtual fundraising going on in all of our offices. And all of our offices participate in the fundraising, and they usually have events in their offices, or they have auctions and different things. But this past year, because everything was virtual, we had virtual bingo going on, we had a virtual auction going on. And so the managers and the sales associates got really creative with how they were going to raise money for the Children's Free Care Fund. We had cooking classes going on virtually, we had all kinds of things, but it's a great fundraiser. And we also usually kicked it off like with a golf tournament in August, which who knows, that might end up happening this year. But every office participates, and it's great fun, and it's actually pretty competitive within the offices. So you'll hear more about it as we go through the year here. But we believe strongly in philanthropy. I mean, it's just something we do. It's part of our mission, vision, and values. So then let's talk a little bit about, we are client-centric, and we've always been, Howard Hanna has always been customer-centric. And we believe that when the customer is happy, everybody benefits, our buyers, our sellers, and everything. And we believe that our buyers and sellers will choose to work with you for the same reason you've chosen to be part of the Howard Hanna family. And that's so true. It's just so true. Let's talk about a little bit about the client-centric by investing in our agents. And you'll see this graph here to the left, on the left of the screen, investing in you. So this is a little bit about some of the broker tools that we have. So basically, we've got Buy Side, a Hanna mobile app, Real Scout, Open to Close, AdWorks, ZipLogix, Hanna Presentations, Engage, Microsoft, and Quantum Digital. So basically, we always say to agents that aren't with Howard Hanna, does your broker offer the tools you need to grow your career? Because we have invested in the success of all of you. And as you learn all these tools, which we call our business generation suite, here in Fast Start, you'll be hearing a lot about them. But we support our sales associates with the real estate's strongest management team and market differentiating tools, so they can provide the finest service available in the industry. And that's one thing that we've highlighted here: management team and market differentiating tools. You each have a manager in your offices, and our managers are non-competing, so they're committed to your success. And I hope that, if you haven't already met with them and started to think about what your business plan is, that you really should, because the managers are here to help you grow, help you build your business plan, and invest in your success.
If anyone doesn't have access to Go Hanna yet, will you either send me an email or just put it in the chat? Because a lot of these, you actually access these through Go Hanna, and we need to make sure you have an account before you're able to check all that out during the other Fast Start classes.
So let's talk a little bit about why Howard Hanna and why Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. We talk about learning, we talk about teamwork, and we talk about mutual respect, because basically that's what we're all about. We want to invest in everyone's success, again, through learning, teamwork, and mutual respect.
eventually.
What'd you say, Kate?
Can you guys see the YouTube channel coming up? Is it not
No.
working? Okay. I was like sitting there like it's thinking.
Oh, here it is.
The training and education so far has been awesome.
The training,
the tools that they provide.
their training and development.
The quality of training for new agents is phenomenal.
I love the camaraderie. The folks that I've met there so far have been awesome.
And the people,
my office manager.
We're #1 in market share.
All the green and gold signs.
really impressed with Howard Hanna's market share.
I saw lots of signs, and I'm so happy to be here. They're just an awesome company to work for.
There was no question for me for who I'm going to work.
Howard Hanna was absolutely, hands down, the best choice for me.
And Howard Hanna is the company for me.
And I knew this was the place that I wanted to be. It was Howard Hanna from the beginning. And I love Howard Hanna.
So I'm very proud to be a part of Howard Hanna.
So we heard from some of our great sales associates, actually newer agents, why they chose Howard Hanna. So that was a little bit about why they chose, and I think you'll feel the same way. So we want to talk a little bit about agent recognition and incentive programs. And we feel like our sales associates deserve the best, and the incentive programs that we offer are industry exclusives, and they really are. I mean, we just came off a great awards event last 2 weeks ago that we did virtually, which was crazy because we're used to being together. But here are a few of them. The Champions Club, that is something that we have 3 times a year, and we call it the Trilogy. And there's some qualifiers. Your office manager can talk to you about what the qualifiers are. But you can see here, there's a picture there, and that's at one of the Champions Club events. And of course, we always had great events, and we would go places for our events, and we'll probably resume that. But obviously, because of COVID, we couldn't do that. So we had some virtual type events. But Champions Club is something people tell me all the time, Chris, I miss that so much, because you meet other sales associates from other offices. People look forward to Champions Club because you can see a lot of people that you know. So Champions Club is one event. Hanna Travel, that's another great incentive recognition program we have. We haven't been able to travel, but we will be. So this year or last year, we were set to go to the Bahamas. And we are probably going to be doing that in the fall of this year, depending on what dates we can secure. But again, Hanna Travel is another great incentive and recognition program. We've traveled to places such as Cancun, Jamaica, Las Vegas. As I said, we were headed to the Bahamas, but we had to cancel that, but it'll happen. We've gone to just great places. We went to the Punta Cana one year. So every year in the spring, there's all kinds of Hanna Travel. We also have Income Advantage, which your manager will talk to you about too, which is a way that you can qualify to receive income every month. And you're not charged interest on it. It just goes against your incoming sales, so that you can, feel secure enough to if you have a slow month, we provide Income Advantage if you qualify for it. Most recently, last year, we had a sales summit, which we have speakers, and it's usually a great opportunity to, actually, we used to be in person to meet and greet your other sales associates. But last year we had a sales summit that was really fabulous, and we did it all virtually, and people loved it. The annual awards show, which I just talked about, we had that just 2 weeks ago, and we did it all virtually, and it was fabulous. We found a way to ship all the gifts and prizes and plaques and things to all the offices. But again, that's something we enjoy doing. And Kate's been a big part of our annual awards show. She can maybe add a little bit of her opinion on the annual awards show. Kate, if you have anything to say about it.
No, I thought this year was great. I thought the virtual aspect was kind of fun, and it let offices really like kind of bond together. I think it went really well. It looked really professional, and it worked out. I think the one thing that I've taken from this past year and Howard Hanna is we did not slow down because of COVID. We just adapted to what we needed to do and made it work, and it was it was wildly successful between, you know, virtual options with awards plus showings, all the different things that we've added. It was a really impressive year.
Yeah, it was. So we have, like I said, we just came off the annual awards show. We also have what we call Secured Advantage program. Again, you'll learn more about that, but that's an opportunity for you if you would like to get different types of insurances, set up a savings account for taxes. You have the opportunity to have money taken out of your check that goes into a college fund. So it's a great program. It's called Secure Advantage, and there's different opportunities for insurance. Like I said, life insurance, disability insurance, things that sometimes aren't reachable because of independent contractors, but we've provided a program for you that you can actually secure a lot of the different programs available. We also have Hannamobiles, and I'm sure you've seen some Hannamobiles on the streets of the Midwest. Again, there are qualifiers for that, but you can receive from $50 to $350 per month for a qualifying Hannamobile, and your manager has a list of what are the qualifying cars. They're usually SUVs, but there is a list of those. And then we also have the Hanna Convention that we've had every other year, and we're scheduled to have a convention this year. We usually travel to different locations for that. Again, I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but we always have a Hanna convention, and we don't charge our sales associates to join the convention. We've got actually great speakers with it from the industry. We've got different workshops. We've got all different kind of classes you can go to. And it's always a great opportunity. And actually, we have more attendance at our Hanna convention than most states do at their real estate conventions. I think over the last time we had our convention, it was in Pittsburgh, and we have had over, I think, 4,000 people attend, which is amazing. And again, it's a great opportunity, and we have great speakers, keynote speakers that you can't even believe. So the convention is something great to be involved in. And again, Kate's usually very involved in the convention, and she might want to talk a little bit about the convention or give a few little notes about that.
I think that if you're on this call, you need to make a point to go to convention. I'm hopeful this year that it will be in person because it's supposed to be in Cleveland, so hopefully not a too far drive for anyone. It is such an event. I mean, it's insane how much is jam-packed into really, I mean, 2 days. There's training. There's probably the most exciting thing is the bop shop is there, so you can actually like try on your new Hanna clothes. There's a great way to meet a bunch of people. I mean, you've got lunches provided, and you learn from some of our differentiator trainers. Chris Gunn is our main guy at Moxie, and he's come and given so many tips. There's panels of experts. There's probably, you know, I obviously want to sell the training and education aspect of it, but what maybe gets a lot of people there is there's always fun giveaways. You know, there's people are getting cars. It's just a really fun like event, rah-rah event that I think makes people really proud to be part of Howard Hanna. And I think, Chris, that video is next, isn't it?
Oh, good. That's great. Well, the one thing about the convention too is we have a vendor village and things like that. But this is a video Kate and I really like. We want to share with you about one of our conventions we had in Ohio the last time we were here. So if you can get it up there, Kate, that's great. This shows how much.
You can't hear me or see me well either. How do I get out of this thing? You tap again and you're gonna hear the glass breaking.
How do I get up in the stage? I mean,
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes
John, will you fetch me another player, please?
I will, Bob.
Founder of Howard Hanna Company and our father, Papa Hanna.
You can't resist, don't even try. Magnificent, ain't gonna lie.
The existence of this country has changed so much. Your office there, hold on just a second.
So effortless, it's just so effortless. We make it look easy, we make it look good. When everybody sees it, they stop and take a look. Hey baby, won't you take a chance? Say that you'll let me have this dance. So listen, oh listen. Hi guys.
Open up the champagne. It's my house. Come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you've been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Play the music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. It's my house.
So that's a little bit about our convention. It was called Play to Win, so that's why there were like get the game theme and things like that. But you can see there's a lot of classes. They have a lot of contests. We have a lot of giveaways. There was it a karaoke contest or something like that was what everybody was dancing to at the end. So that's a little bit about the convention. So it's a great opportunity for all of you. So I talked a little bit previously about the Secure Advantage program. So that here's a little bit of a slide talking about the different opportunities you have that we can help you protect your income. Like I said, a tax savings plan through an automatic contribution, life insurance, disability insurance, long-term care. We also provide opportunities for health insurance, dental insurance, vision. We also provide opportunities for retirement savings plans. You can do automatic contribution there as well. If you have rollover from a previous employer retirement account, you can roll it into another qualified plan. We also have investment strategies through a complementary financial needs analysis, and as I mentioned earlier, a college savings plan. So you'll hear more about that. So you'll hear a lot about one-stop shopping. You're going to be hearing about the words One Team, One Dream, which is an award that we give out to individuals and offices. But it all has to do with one-stop shopping, and that is through Hanna Financial Services. Again, that's through Howard Hanna Mortgage, Barrister's Title and Escrow, and Howard Hanna Insurance. And we found that consumers like one-stop shopping. They like to be able to access one source for everything.
I was just putting this in the chat, but I wanted to let everyone know. So today you're going to meet Jim Axner. You're going to meet I think Alicia is going to do it, not Annie Engel, but you're going to meet a representative from our mortgage, title, escrow, and insurance today, and they're going to really explain the process for the one-stop shopping. You know how this works at Howard Hanna, and I think this is probably our biggest differentiator when we were saying that whole green penguin thing. You know what really sets us apart. This is our biggest green penguin. Is that we can do all of this in this one-stop shopping transaction. And you should be able to articulate that to a potential client so that they really understand the value of Howard Hanna services and how we're different than a limited service broker or a lot of other franchise brokerages out there.
True. That's absolutely true. So we also offer top technology for you to build your business. Our sales associates deserve the best. The incentive programs that we offer are industry exclusives. And you're going to be learning about all of the different technology. So here are a selection of our Howard Hanna MarTech tools. So we've got open to close, and each of these link to each other, and there's just so much to learn about. We've got a Real Scout, Buy Side, Hanna Presentations, Lala Point, Quantum Digital. We've got our mobile app. We have Engage CRM 2.0, our testimonial tree, Earnest, which is a platform for earnest money, and we also have AdWorks, which is a marketing aspect for agents for digital advertising to promote you and your listings. So this is a picture of your GoHanna dashboard. This is what you all have access to, and all the MarTech tools are available there. You'll see you can get your email there. You can get on the MLS from there. You've got all kinds of information from training and education, financial services, all the different departments. And so this is your GoHanna. This is where you live on GoHanna. This is where you can get so much information and share so much information.
Chris, I'm going to chime in for 2 seconds. I just want everyone to know that for GoHanna, for the dashboard to work properly, you should use Google Chrome. Moxie products need Google Chrome to, it might be fine, but sometimes you'll miss out on some of the header options. So anything that would be Moxie, like our Hanna presentations, our GoHanna dashboard, Engage, Impress. So there's there's actually more tools than what was even on that chart that Chris had just gone over. I mean, there's so many.
Yeah.
If you're on one browser and it's not working, just switch to Chrome. And Google Chrome is free for everyone. It's on every office computer. If you want it on your own personal computer, you would just Google Chrome and download the web browser. I just wanted to make sure I put that in there because I usually get an email after this that someone couldn't log into something, and you want to be on Google Chrome to access it.
Exactly. And there are so many tools on here. I mean, trend graphics, you'll be learning more about all this. So the dashboard is just a wealth of information, and you can't learn everything in one day. So you just kind of have to go on GoHanna and kind of play around with different icons on there. So then we talk a little bit about, we talked earlier about why, and now we're talking about I choose Howard Hanna, because we say one of our marketing campaigns is choose number one. Choose the number one broker for buying, selling, and relocating. So we always talk about I choose Howard Hanna.
See if the link works this time or if I have to.
I was going to say there's a great video here too.
Can everyone see my screen then?
I think so.
All right. I'll let it buffer for a second. There we go.
I chose Howard Hanna because it's important to me to be affiliated with a company that is highly respected and a consistent leader in the industry.
From our outstanding agents to the IT staff to our managers, we receive the best support and training. I know I have a Howard Hanna family that I can always count on.
I initially chose Howard Hanna because of my experience when visiting one of their offices.
Howard Hanna set me up for success with their exclusive tools and hands-on training that works.
Coming from selling in a big city, I was looking for a wow factor brokerage. Howard Hanna was the only company in Ann Arbor that could provide me with the resources and support that I know I needed to be successful.
Having a company that fits the same professional values as my personal ones made my decision even easier.
I interviewed 5 different brokers before I met with my manager, and it just felt right. I feel as though the quality of service that is associated with the Howard Hanna name has contributed to my increase in business. And in my first full year with them, I have doubled my business and expect to do so again this year.
I am most fortunate and grateful that Howard Hanna Real Estate is filled with so many motivated and committed people.
Howard Hanna taught me to be a realtor.
I proudly choose.
I proudly choose.
I proudly choose.
Choose Howard Hanna.
Howard Hanna.
Howard Hanna.
Howard Hanna.
I proudly choose Howard Hanna.
So that's a great video that we had put together, and those sales associates are from all aspects of real estate: new agents, senior agents, agents that transferred to our company from a competitor after many years of success, and they just can't say enough about Howard Hanna, and I can't either, because we really do provide you with the best tools and everything in the industry to build your business. So we're excited that you're here. We're excited that you're at Fast Start. It's going to be another great year. But I just, I'm just pleased to be with you this morning. So I think that's the end of our PowerPoint, Kate, is it not?
Yeah, Chris, I think last time you just wanted me to bring up the you only open once checklist. Do you want me to
Sure.
to share that again? Okay.
Yeah. So we always, as in Sales 101, you can always hear you only open once, right? People always say that all the time. So Kate's going to show something on the screen that I think is important for everybody to kind of think about, and as you're moving through your process of building your business plan and getting to know your other sales associates in your offices. So we always talk about you only open once, and this is true. So the first bullet point here is have a positive attitude always. Stay away from the negatives. We always say that the best, you've got to have a positive attitude. And in your offices, there's all different types of people, and offices have different cultures. And you might have an agent in the office that's been there a long time, and he or she are being very negative. Just stay away from them. Just always keep a positive attitude. As I mentioned earlier, meet with your manager to create your business plan. This is so important. Your business plan is going to change all the time. What you'll plan in what you'll put together in your business plan today will be completely different in 90 days from now, just because of the way the business is. Unfortunately, we in Ohio, we were always deemed essential, but in Michigan, they finally also deemed them essential as well. But we also are having virtual open houses, opportunity time. So these are all things that you'll want to put into building your business plan, because getting confidence in your market is only, you want to do as many open houses as you can, and opportunity time as well. So meet with your manager to create your business plan. Tour 75 homes in your first 45 days. I know that may sound like a lot, but you'll get to know your market. You'll get to know your way around. You'll get to know what pricing looks like. So again, it's helping you build your business. Create a sphere of influence list. It might be your wedding list. It might be a sphere of influence list of your neighborhood. It might be a sphere of influence list from an organization you belong to. But start creating a list, and you don't need to get it done in one day. It's something you just need to build upon. But creating a sphere so that you can, email to, send postcards to, contact with, send great things about just listed, just sold. So start creating your sphere, and you might have 2 or 3 different lists going. Talk to your manager about opportunity time. That's also known as floor duty, where you go in and you handle incoming calls for a period of time. And in most offices, we have a very, very dynamic opportunity time. And we also have a lot of people that walk into our offices looking to buy a house or sell a house. So opportunity time is definitely something you'll want to put in your calendar to start working on, because it's a great place to build your business and just, again, learn what's going on. You'll want to do your first open house with your manager, and weekly thereafter using open to close, which you'll learn a lot about. But we get so many people through our open houses. It's unbelievable. So you want to be able to do that with your manager, and then we'll try to get you a listing to work on your own for open houses. But again, if you don't have a listing, there are always agents that are wanting and willing to have people hold their homes open. So you'll want to learn about that. You want to plan your open house employing the 10-10-20, tour the home prior to open, and provide property and market info. So planning an open house employing 10-10-20 means you're going to talk to the neighbors, 10 to the left, 10 to the right, and 20 across the street. Invite them to a private open house for the neighborhood only. And when you have an open house, make sure you're providing property information, market share information, and if it's not your listing, you want to make sure you tour the home prior to holding it open, so you know what the house looks like, and the nuances about the house. Obviously, another key point in sales is dress for success. We are a professional real estate organization, and the more professional you look, the more you dress for success. It'll be noticed within the marketplace. It's important to attend all sales meetings and training and enrichment classes. We have our sales meetings on Tuesdays, and it's one of the most important days to put on your calendar. Our sales meetings, they usually some start at 9, some start at 9:30, some start at 10, but it's an hour of your week that is one of the most important hours that you'll have. You'll be with your manager and other sales associates in your office. You'll learn about what's going on in your marketplace. You'll learn about new listings. You can talk about if you have buyer needs, if you have a buyer looking for a particular area. It's one of the best hours of your week. And then now that we're getting back out, we're going on tour. You can tour homes with your fellow sales associates, with your manager. It's just a very important day. And the managers meet every other week on Friday, and we provide them with great content to take to your sales meetings. Like I said, it's one of the most important days. And right now we have in-person sales meetings, but we also have Zoom sales meetings. And more and more people are starting to come in the office. So it's a great dynamic, and it's very energetic, and it's just a real benefit for you to be there. And again, I have on here tour with your manager. Again, it's so important to get out into the field and see what's going on in your marketplace. We also have on here, learn your way around the office. Every office has its own culture, but it's important that you learn your way around the office. So when you have buyers or sellers, customers, clients coming into your office to meet with you, you know where different things are in your office, or just the different nuances in your office, because everyone's different. We talked about building your sphere of influence list, but once you're starting to build it, get it into Engage CRM, which is a phenomenal opportunity for you to put all your sphere in there. You can send out automated newsletters, different types of things, different reminders for you. You can set your own goals. So get your sphere of influence in the Engage. We have talked with your manager each day and set a time to meet once a week. It's important because we want to know what you're working on, how we can help you, and also just to get a general idea of how your business plan is working for you. So talk to your manager every day. We want to know what's going on. Create a systematic plan for listings for sale by owners and expireds. A systematic plan for sale by owners and expireds is always a good thing to set up if you're interested in working for sale by owners and expireds. Expireds is a great way to build your business as well, because usually if a property is expired with one agent, by the time another agent comes around, they're usually willing to make an adjustment in price, or perhaps they didn't get good customer service. So creating a systematic plan for listings, you'll hear more about what they call farming, which is farming a particular neighborhood, farming a particular development, or something like that. But you want to have a plan to build your listings. And right now, having a plan to build your listings is so important, because they're so scarce out there. So you can talk to your manager about that too, but you got to have everything. You have to, basically what I always say to people is, plan your work and work your plan. You got to have a plan. So that's really important. We also have in here, complete your personal website. Start working on your website. If you haven't, just get on there, go start working on it. And if you don't know what to put on there, you can just check out other people's websites and see. But it's so important that you're building your website, because what we found is many of our buyers and sellers go onto our website and go through the agent's websites, because they're looking for people that they can relate to. They're looking for people that maybe, you know, we've had people that have said, hey, I picked Kate Lesueur because she's a marathon runner and so am I. So build your personal website. It's so important. And right now with everything being on the internet and on the web, it's more important than ever. Build your profile on the MLS and build your profile on Realtor.com and HomeSnap. I think it's really important for you to do that. Again, another opportunity for you to be out there. Become familiar with all the different market differentiators. We showed you a lot on your Go Hanna dashboard, but there are many, many out there. And like I said, you can't learn them all in one day, but there's so many that sets you apart, makes you different, makes you be the person that the consumer wants to go to when they think of real estate. Control your calendar and develop organization skills. It's really important as a realtor that you control your calendar, because you can become what they call a Pop-Tart realtor, which means you get a call, you just pop up, you go run right away, and you maybe haven't qualified the buyer or the seller. So you want to control your calendar. If you're used to going to do yoga at 7 o'clock in the morning, I would make sure you have that on your calendar, because sometimes real estate can just take over your life. And so it's important that you control your calendar. Also follow your Accelerate manual and start completing the daily activities. So you should have your Accelerate manual. It's also online, I believe, correct, Kate? Yep. So it's called Accelerate because we want you to accelerate into your career. And so there's different activities for you to do on that. Kate, right? There's something that's, I can't see.
I was just, you know what, you just reminded me, I'm going to, so right now it's on that admin portal, but I think in the email that I'm going to send everyone, I will, I'll link to the Fast Start ebook, and I will send the PDF of the Accelerate. Although your managers will probably have, I have one here, I could show you. They would probably have a hard copy of it. Oh, it looks like this. So your manager would probably have a bunch and give you one. If not, they can just reach out to me. We have a bunch left at the home office.
Okay. Kate, can you move the screen up a little bit? I can't see what's below the accelerator, that little window there. It says okay, yeah. Okay, so then we also say list your home and sell your home for practice. So what would you do if you were going to be, if you were listing your home, if you were getting it as a listing? So what is the process that you would follow to list your home? And what is the process you would follow if you were going to be writing a purchase agreement to sell your home? So it's a good opportunity for you to go through the steps if you're listing your home, where you're going to get a tax and legal, you're going to measure your rooms, you're going to take pictures. It's important to go through the steps and go through the paperwork for each process of what you're going to be doing for each listing or each sale, because it'll give you an opportunity to just practice on yourself, so to speak. Some managers actually have them come over to list the home and give them the listing present. What would you put in your presentation? What would you put in your contract? What would the process be if you found a home for a buyer, and what would the process be for you to go ahead and do a market analysis, put together a contract? What addendums would you need? So it's just a good opportunity to practice. So I think that's the end of, is there anything else below there, Kate? I couldn't see. No?
No.
Okay. Is Jim coming on at 10:30?
Jim is on. I think
Okay.
I saw him.
Well, then I will pass you off to Jim Axter. But again, I'm very pleased to meet all of you virtually. I look forward to, like I said, when I can meet you in person. And just know that you're entering a great industry. It's a dynamic time in real estate right now. We've gone through a lot of changes with the pandemic, but they've been for the good. So again, I wish you the most success. I look forward to seeing you out and about. And if there's ever anything I can do to help you or anything, please feel free to give me a call. I'm available to talk about business planning or anything you might want to talk about. But again, thanks for being here this morning. And I know it's going to be a great jumpstart, fast start. So again, I'll hand you all off to Jim, who's right there on the screen. Hi, Jim.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Thanks, Chris. Jim,
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Stop record and start again, just so we